So it's been a while since I've been live. This is more just like a test stream just to see how everything's working because I had to set up all my equipment again, get the program all set up again, and I got multiple windows. I'm going to test out playing a PC game with my connection and see if there's any drops, if I have to change any settings. And probably tomorrow I'll stream again and test out the setup with the arcade, make sure that's going okay. And if anybody pops on, then they pop on. We can chat. I'm hoping there's no dropped frames or anything. I'm hoping everything runs smoothly, so. Seems okay so far. But we'll see. Hell, I'm not even sure if it's streaming properly. I guess I could check. And my phone's dead. Tablet's dead too. I guess I can't check there. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm just messing around right now. Just checking everything out to make sure that it's up and running properly. There's no issues. I got a new setup and all the moving around and hooking up and unhooking and rehooking and all that stuff going on. So
silence it before it gets any worse.
by the way, I don't recommend this game for anyone. While it was a blast playing in the beginning, it's kind of gotten really boring over time. In a way that it's just so damn repetitive. Maybe they'll release some type of update or something and make it good again, but I was playing it non-stop for quite a while. Well, so far so good. 0 dropped frames. That's always good to see. Should be a big guy coming out of here. This is it's Anthem, the BioWare Activision game.
50% up.
Like I said, it was really good in the beginning. It lasted about, I don't know, 2 weeks. I played it pretty hardcore, but in 2 weeks I managed to. You get gear in different levels. It goes uncommon, I think something like that. Common, rare, epic, legendary, and in 2 weeks I managed to get my character almost full legendary. So to me, that's like too fast. You know, you should have to fight for that stuff, and it was kind of way too easy. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like top tier or anything. There's still a bit of game to play, but it's just too damn repetitive to push to the higher rank. Because even though you get the better gear and you push to a higher rank, it's still the same game, because you do the same stuff, just at a higher difficulty level. And you can only do it so much. You know, I've probably played this particular mission, sheesh, I'd probably say 80 times already, just this one. And there's two other ones that you can play, but no one plays them. They go to this one to gear up, and then that's it. I mean, it's really cool, and they got some cool effects and graphics. It's really good gameplay for the beginning. Yeah, there's a lot of hate on this game, and when I started out, I couldn't understand all the hate, because I was like, what are they talking about? This game's pretty badass. And then after 2 weeks, I kind of realized, I was like, you know, maybe I should have played Warframe instead. But I'm gonna give it a shot. You know, when they update content, I'll still play. Oh god, I'll still play, but and you know, I leveled the Ranger. That's what I'm playing now, as a Ranger, as my starting character, and I got all this legendary gear, and come to find out that the developers did not put in like the coding for one of the slots, so I have one slot on my character that doesn't have a legendary piece, and it probably never will. So that's a little upsetting. Yeah. And well, you know, this game, it's not really a pay-to-win type game, so not like World of Warcraft. I played World of Warcraft for over 10 years, and that game was more like you had to play every damn day because you had to do your dailies. And this isn't really like that. This is more of a pick up and play when you got time game. So that, I'll give it that. I mean, I'll give it the fact that you don't have to play it every day to get far in it. But you know, if you want the best weapons you can get and best gear, oh god, I'm gonna die. And best gear you can get, then you pretty much have to go at it every day. And just grind the same things over and over. If they had like 10 or 12 different things to choose from as far as levels and it was more active, I would probably still be playing it every day. But it's just not, it's not active across the whole game. It's just active in this one scenario. It could have been something much better than what it is, honestly. This game, for what it is, it has a lot of potential because it's hard for me these days to pick up a game and play it the way I did WoW, the way I did World of Warcraft. And this game did that for me again. I was playing it every day and I was looking forward to playing it. And then after 2 weeks it took it away. So but oh well. I was playing Battlefield 5 as well, but I'm not, you know, I'm not big into the old war games. I like more futuristic type games like this, which is why I was going to try out Warframe instead, but I chose this. Well, this actually came free with my graphics card. That's why I tried this instead. And my brother actually came by with his Xbox One and he was playing this. So, and I saw it and I was like, yeah, that doesn't look bad at all. But I don't know how long he had been playing it for. I know he was already picking up legendary drops and stuff. I hate when it does that. If the other players in the thing get ahead of you, see, why am I way back here? If the other players get ahead of you, and I was down there too, it will send you to where they're at, but it has to stop and load. And a lot of times players will just go forward. Like, the point of doing this over and over is to kill the bad guys and collect the loot, you know? And when they just skip ahead, they're skipping past bad guys. I mean, I call them bad guys. They're scorpions and stuff. He just stole my relic. Oh my god, what are they doing up here? I've never seen this top thing so flooded with bad guys. It's basically rangers and the other flying dudes go around and hey, what's up, man? They go around and collect these relics in this part, while the other guys clear off the top thing and kill the enemies that are around the place. And they're not doing their job right now. They're supposed to be clearing out this bottom. Let's have a look. I never left. Oh shoot, there's a legendary item down there. I never left. Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, he's back. Oh, please come back," and all this, but I never went anywhere. I moved houses. I didn't leave the country. Let me tell you though, no one wants to move that often with as much stuff as we have. That was just a nightmare. Moving twice so close together like that. But at least it's over now. And we're finally 95% settled in. I was actually supposed to stream. I was going to come on and stream last weekend, but I didn't because... Okay, so I built a new computer after 7 years of using the old one, and it was working great. It was working great to the point where I was like, okay, it's good. I can stream now. Let's get that set up. So I set it all up, and then all of a sudden it just started crashing. And it's a pretty damn good computer, so I was really shocked. I got a 9900K. I got a 2080 RTX. 32 gigs of 3200 megahertz RAM. I got a 1 terabyte Samsung NVMe drive. I mean, just it's a fully stocked computer, and I got it simply for the streaming with. And seeing how I've had no dropped frames, that's a good thing. And then it just started crashing. It just started crashing out of nowhere. And not even a blue screen. It would just restart. And the computer would just shut off and then start back up. And I could not figure out what it was. I wound up reinstalling Windows and having to set up the streaming software again and everything. And it worked good for 2 more days and started crashing again. Finally figured out that it was a Windows update, a Windows 10 update that was doing it. So I turned off updates. I will manually put updates in from now on. Because it crashed. I was going to stream about 2 hours ago, and the computer just crashed. And it turns out Windows updated again without telling me. Which is why I despise Windows 10. But I got some more. You can have them, man. I made the rest of the collection ones. The Subwheel collection marquees, if you want them. They're a Patreon exclusive, but I know you do that stuff, so I'll give them to you if you want them. Don't tell anyone. It was like I don't know, 200 of them or something. And then I made a set to match the Reef Ride theme that I got on Big Box. I made like 500 marquees 600 marquees or something that use the same artwork as the refried theme. And that's what I use on my arcade right now. Yeah, I'll get you a link. I'll send it to you through Discord. This dude's gonna jump down and kill me. Die, yeah.
Yes, no life signs detected. Stars might find a new light source.
Well, I just made those. I didn't. Those are not, the refried marquees are not anywhere for download other than through Patreon. So, but once again, you can have those too, as long as you know you don't give them out. I don't care. I think he's talking to you, Ninja. So, some big news. It's big news to me, anyways. I used to smoke. I smoked since I was 12 years old, and just recently, well, not recently. It's been almost a year, or 2 weeks before my daughter was born. Last August, I quit smoking, and I haven't touched a cigarette since. I use a vaporizer now. So when I use it now, it's not like people are like, "What the hell is that?" But it's way, way healthier, and I feel a lot better ever since I stopped smoking. I'll tell you that much. And I don't have to get up and leave the room when I want to use it. That's pretty damn good right there. Anyways, I'm not gonna go through all that stuff salvaging right now. I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do on the stream today. I was like, well, this game, I mean, it's probably next to Battlefield 5 the most graphically intensive game I have right now. I don't have anything. Well, I got the VR. I could play some VR, but that's a little embarrassing because I'll be honest, the scary games scare the shit out of me. So it's hard for me to play them, especially if they have spiders in them. I have arachnophobia, so I nearly had a heart attack when a spider popped out on me in a shooting game I was playing. But thank you. You know, I tell my funniest thing. I told my dad that I quit smoking. By me, it's 2:36 a.m. I told my dad that I quit smoking and I started vaping, and he's like, "Oh, well, that's just as bad as smoking." And I said, "Actually, it's not." I said, it's just the nicotine I'm getting right now. I'm not getting all the tar, carcinogens, and all the bad stuff that you get with cigarettes. And he's like, well, oh my goodness. My dad is the type of person you can't argue with, okay? He's like, well, don't you know where where the those things come from? They come from the same thing as nicotine. And I'm like, no, they don't. And he's like, they sure do. Look it up. They come from the same plant. And I'm like, Dad, that's a tobacco plant. That doesn't produce the nicotine. But you cannot argue with that man. You know, and he's my dad, so I'm not going to sit there and argue with him. He's almost 70 now, so he's a tough one to deal with. But, yes, you do need to quit smoking. I suggest a vaporizer. I've tried many different ways. I woke up an hour ago. I've tried many ways to stop smoking. I've tried patches. I've tried gum. I tried the medical inhaler. I've tried cold turkey, mainly because I was broke. And I went 2 weeks without a cigarette. I actually went to jail for a traffic violation. That got thrown out at the end of my jail time. They said so. Okay, so it was for just a quick explanation, because I feel like I have to explain that real quick here. I had a ticket for like a fine or something for like $600, $620 something. And so I was in the car with my current girlfriend. This happened like 10 years ago. And her kid, and he was only like 6, and we got in the car. I was going to go to the hospital. I had a problem with my foot I had to go see a doctor about. And we got a block away from the house and got slammed by a pickup truck on the driver's side. And we did a 360 and went up on the curb. And I was in a Blazer, a Chevy Blazer, and it was demolished. The whole side was just smashed, and I'm lucky we got away without getting hurt. None of us were actually hurt. She actually, my girlfriend actually has some damage to her spine still, where her back hurts a bit. So she did get hurt, but anyways, the pickup truck drove away. They didn't even stop to see if we were okay. They took off, and we're like recovering, and I had my arm hanging out the window just before we got to the place where we got hit, and I brought my arm in to grab the wheel so I can change the radio station. I would have lost my arm for sure if I had it still hanging out that window, because he hit like dead on the rear end driver side door. Anyway, so he drove off, and we're kind of recovering. I look through the window, I get his license plate number, or I look for his license plate number, but I couldn't see it. And here comes a bunch of people to make sure we're okay, checking on us. And some lady was like, hey, this fell off his truck. His license plate fell off his truck when he hit us. Must have been his front plate. So we got his plates, literally, and the cops showed up, and they looked at my license, and everything should have been fine. But apparently I had a warrant for not showing up for court for a speeding violation a few years before that. And I didn't know I had court, but that's for the judge, whatever. And so they put me in cuffs. He's like, you know, I know what happened. I'm sorry I have to do this, but we're gonna have to take you in to the police station and check this out. And I was like, are you kidding me? Okay, fine. And so he put the cuffs on me, and they were real nice. I mean, the police officers were nice, because I wasn't fighting or anything. I think I was more in shock from the accident.